upwarding nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's manga nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for One Punch Man chapter 219. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little Bubba Kitty, who's really pissed off at me at the moment, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content. Because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked fall anime season in full swing, in which tomorrow we will be covering Togenanki and Sanda. We also cover Gachi Kuda, Digimon, Boku no Hero Academia final season, and Spy Family Season 3, and there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, and also, if you do want me to roast the hell out of the One Punch Man Season 3 anime, because right now, it is getting very much destroyed, please go sign up for the Patreon for at least the $5 membership. The $10 membership would be very much appreciated. And I will definitely do it, because going through One Punch Man will be goddamn torture. It will be freaking torture. So, yeah. So please, please go do that. But anyways, adaptation-wise, where we're at is going to be the bottom of page 12 of chapter 123 of the webcomic. So without further ado, let's get to it. And we got a really nice title page. And we got Webby! I swear to God, I better see Webby, like, bitch and mourn over Amai Mask leaving, or I will be like really devastated, because that was the one thing I wanted last chapter. But anyways, and this chapter is titled New. Here we go. Woo, this is beautiful. This is the worst. My foot blisters hurt. The scouting department is definitely the worst of the Hero Association. Ooh, we got a nice ass up in here. Like, this is definitely better than the webcomic, as it should be. Why do all martial artists like to build their dojos in the middle of nowhere? Isn't that strange business-wise? Well, whatever. Whatever you do, don't show your discontent to the person we're about to meet. If you get on his bad side, that'll be the last thing you do. Let's see. Ooh. This is beautiful. Oh my God. He's the master of Void Fist, a unique technique for shifting one's center of gravity for attack and defense, Suicho. This is what I want to see from a webcomic to a manga adaptation. Murata, thank you for giving me what I want. You know what? I have to wonder if Murata is taking a break from his anime and like is actually just working on the manga, because that's what it feels like right now. It really feels like Murata's like, yeah, I probably should take a break from the anime and actually work on the manga art. If that's the case, then that is probably the smartest thing you could do, Murata. Seriously. Let's see. Ask any famous. Ooh, we got the chop too. This is great. Ask any famous martial artist, and they will vouch for him. Dude, we got that nice close up too of Suicho. But hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, I just wanted to make sure the Silverfang content was here. Okay, now now after Silverfang Fang's retirement, he's the only person who could fill that void. I do like that we got the shot of Silverfang here, because that is not in the webcomic either. We must have him with us. Woo! Yes! Yes! Oh, she looks so hot. Master Suicho, Grandpa passed away 2 years ago, but he would be overjoyed to hear that he has been invited to join the S-Class heroes. Still, he was really stubborn, so in the end, he would probably turn it down. Please light an incense stick at least. Empty-handed yet again. By the way, among his disciples here, is there someone who is extraordinarily strong? Well, his only disciples are his grandchildren. That's my older brother and me. My brother hasn't come home in years. I see, so I'll do it. Yeah, I'll join the S-Class heroes, dude. She looks so amazing. Oh my god. She looks so... Okay. Why the roots, man? Like... Why the scythe? Like, now this just screams that, yes, I'm an asshole, I'm a fucking villain. Like, the way one did him in the webcomic, like, it kind of, yes, he kind of looked like an asshole, but, like, it was subtle. I don't like, Murata, I do not like what you did to him. I do not like this. So Sweet Mask turned out to be a monster. There goes another one from the Hero Association. More importantly, as a monster, he is no longer protected by law. With all of this, he lost all his human rights. Not to mention that being a celebrity only makes it even harder. Pitiful thing. Yes, there it is! Yes! Oh, I'm so happy! Super idol Sweet Mask. That his true identity is actually a monster is unforgivable. How dare you retire over something like that? Yes, I got what I wanted! Yes! I'm so happy! Like, this is what I wanted. I wanted to defeat him with my strength as an idol. Yes, dude, Webby looks amazing! And of course, we got titties here. But I really wish this was in last chapter, though. I know this is technically in the right spot. I know it is, okay? I really understand it. I know it is. But God, I really wish this was at the end of last chapter. I just think it would have worked better. But anyways, I wonder if she realizes that being the organization's advertising pillar is really a side job. She was on hiatus for a long period until recently, after all. Didn't she pour lots of money into plastic surgery or something like that? So everyone is here. Sweet Mask's retirement will create a stronger headwind. The Hero Association is heading towards its demise. On the other hand, as a result of our meticulous political maneuvers, we have obtained the necessary legal permission. We are now able to act openly with the same authority as the Hero Association. This includes the ability to carry weapons and the use of force while conducting hero activities. In other words, we can now wander around town holding pistols, right? Why haven't I seen Blue come today? Blue! So the top dog is already skipping meetings? Let's see. He looked happy when he rushed out earlier and hasn't been back since. He said something about Neo Hero's first job, to exterminate the monster at the center of the media storm. Sweet Mask. Okay, so we're getting into... Okay, so we basically finished chapter 123's adaptation of the webcomic. Dude, Blue looks so amazing! Ah! I love how Blue looks. Okay. So... Oh, I'm so torn. I really wish, like, the second half of this chapter, you know, the response to, where is this? Chapter, yeah, so from, like, page 8 to the end, I really wish that was all part of last chapter. That should have all been in chapter 218. If that would have been in chapter 218, instead of that extra content, I really think 218 would have been a lot better. Again, look, I'm a purist when it comes to adaptations to an extent. I really am. But, like, if you're going to change the order of events, like, at least I like it to where it flows better. And, like, this is one of those times where I feel like it would have just flowed better if you had everything in, like, one sitting. It just would have, oh God, I just think it would have been better if it was changed. Oh God, just imagine if we would have had that ending with Webby Gaza, like, mourning over Sweet Mask, like, at the end of the chapter. Oh, I'm annoyed that it wasn't in last chapter. I'm glad it is here, though. I am glad that it is here. I'm glad, like, I look at this, okay? I look at this, and I'm just like, why couldn't I get this accurate webcomic to manga adaptation for my favorite arc, which was the Sweet Mask and, not Sweet Mask, I'm sorry, the Flashy Flash Speed of Sound Sonic arc? I don't understand. Like, I'm getting it for the All-My Mask. Again, I am happy that I got my accurate for the most part, accurate webcomic adaptation. I'm so happy about that. You have no idea. I am happy about that. And I like that there was we got some of the fight extended and shit like that. I'm very happy about that. But, like, I look at it and I'm like, where was this for the Flashy Flash arc? The one arc I was waiting for years to see adapted, I couldn't even get an accurate adaptation for. That's not fair. Like, and like, the worst part about it is, like, you could have just at least had the Ninja Scrolls, and we didn't even get the Ninja Scrolls. I don't understand. Like, I'm just gonna be forever salty about it. That makes me so, oh God, that makes me so mad. Makes me so mad. But here, though, for the most part, I am really happy with what we have here. I am. I'm just happy we have all the content here. All the dialogue is perfect for the most part. But, like, just some of the designs, for the most part, the designs are consistent, except for, like, a couple of them. I'm just like, really? I like the webcomic design a little bit better for, like, at least one of them. It's like, you had to take the one where, hold on, let me make sure I have the right name here, because it'll piss me off if I don't. I really, really hate what Murata did to A. I just can't stand it. The original design Murata had for A was so much better. It was more true to the webcomic design. A's design now, because with A's design, you basically have, his hair is straight, you have the middle part, and you have roots, he has the freaking emo sunglasses, and he has a goddamn scythe, and his outfit, like, that just screams villain! It just screams it! It makes it so obvious! Like, how it was in the webcomic, and how it was in the original design. And yes, I know Ryomon kind of screamed. I call him Ryomon, deal with it. It kind of screamed villain to an extent for him, too. But, like, that was the thing with A. Like, A, you kind of suspected it, but it was still a little bit more subtle, if that makes sense. Even though, I will say this, Murata's design for A, initial one, was still a little wrong because the hair was still too clean. And like in the webcomic, his hair was a little bit more messy. But I hate what they did to A. I hate what Murata did to A this time around. Murata, please fix A. I hate this hair. I hate this hair. And I hate the sunglasses. If you would have kept the hair and the regular glasses and had this outfit, I think I could forgive the outfit if his hair and his glasses were like the original that we saw in the first draw, or you know what I mean. I could forgive it. I can't forgive this though. What did you do to A, man? What did you do to A? What the fuck did he do to A? But what do you guys think about how A looks? What do you guys think about how this chapter was done? And are you guys glad that we are now back in Neo Heroes? Like, seeing that this chapter was basically a faithful adaptation of the webcomic, it really gets me excited to see how Neo Heroes is going to be done. Because unlike the flashy Flash arc, we might actually get a faithful adaptation of the Neo Heroes arc. If that's the case, I am so hyped because the Neo Heroes arc is so good. I am concerned. My only concern, and this has been a problem in the One Punch Man manga, let's be real, it has been a problem in the One Punch Man manga, is that there are times in the One Punch Man manga where it takes itself too seriously. And you can't, Murata, you cannot do that. You cannot have this manga take itself too seriously. Because the thing that makes the webcomic so good is that one knows when to have those comedic moments, if that makes sense. And also, like, when the way one executes the webcomic is just like because of, I want to say a lot of it is because of the, like, maybe it's because of the quirkiness of the art that it's causing it. It's just it's the way that it's executed. The dialogue has a little bit more impact. Maybe that's probably a better way of saying it. And that's why I'm like, Murata, just don't have the manga art look like it's taking itself way too seriously. You gotta have some softness to it. Don't make it so hard. There we go. That's the right wording I'm looking for. Like what we saw with that moment between On My Mask and Saitama, that softness, that's the kind of softness I'm talking about. Just don't have it so hard and dark and serious. Have the art breathe. And I think it'll work. And also don't get rid of the comedy. Don't do that. Because that's why a lot of people like the webcomic is because of the comedy. The other thing I do want to see the manga do, because something that I do like about the One Punch Man manga, and I've covered it, is that I like seeing some of the setup and the foreshadowing of what we are currently getting in the webcomic. So I gotta wonder what Murata and One are gonna do here to set up for, like, if we're gonna see any setup for like the huge reveal that we like recently got, or if we're gonna get any setup for the next portion, which after oh god, that just thinking about that reveal is giving me goosebumps. Holy shit, that reveal was just wow. That's one thing I hope. I really hope that we get some good setup. Like, better setup. Because we had okay setup for, what we got in terms of Bafoy and, the Bafoy voice content. I really hope we get, and Drive Night and shit, I hope we get better setup for it. I really hope that the manga does that. And I hope that the manga gives us a really good setup for the Blue Blast content, which we haven't gotten to in the webcomic yet. And also really good setup for when we get to the Webby and Sweep and the On My Mask content, and also for the Real Men Metal Bat content. Oh my god, the Real Men Battle. Dude, we have to get good setup for that as well. That shit was boss. Holy shit. Real Men versus A is fucking amazing. Like, that's what, like, we gotta get some good setup for that. And same with, like, for the fuzzy stuff with, like, the dark shit that we get from Neo Heroes, like the truth behind Neo Heroes. I can't wait to see what Murata does with that. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more One Punch Man content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee. Purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.